Peter the Great, Autocrat and Reformer. Written by Michael W. Simmons. Narrated by Jim D. Johnston. Chapter 1. The Heir, the Regent, and the Tsars. The Russia of Alexis I. I shall now give you a further description of the Tsar. He is a goodly person, about 6 foot high, well set, inclined to fat, of a clear complexion, light hair, somewhat a low forehead, of a stern countenance, severe in his chastisements, but very careful of his subjects' love. Being urged by a stranger to make it death for any man to desert his colors, he answered, it was a hard case to do that, for God has not given courage to all men alike. He never appears to the people but in magnificence, and on festivals with wonderful splendor of jewels and attendants. He never went to any subject's house but his governor's, when he was thought past all recovery. His sentinels and guards, placed round about his court, stand like silent and immovable statues. No noise is heard in his palace, no more than if uninhabited. None but his domestics are suffered to approach the inward court, except the lords that are in office. He never dines publicly, but on festivals, and then his nobility dine in his presence. At Easter all the nobility and gentry and courtiers kiss the emperor's hand, and receive eggs. Every meal he sends dishes of meat to his favorites from his own table. His stores of corn and dried flesh are very considerable. With these he pays his streltsy or janissaries, giving them some cloth, but very little money, for they all have trades, and great privileges. 'Tis death for anyone to reveal what is spoken in the palace. I, being curious to see the fine buildings for the flax and hemp, asked to what end they were built, but not a workman durst tell me, though they know it well enough, but they replied, God and the Emperor know best. This was all I could get from them. The Tsar's children are attended with children of their own bred up with them, and there is none of them but know their distance, and their degrees of bowing to all sorts of persons. None dare speak a word what passes in their court. Samuel Collins, personal physician to Tsar Alexis I, 1660 to 1670. The Romanov dynasty had existed for less than 60 years, when Peter the Great was born on June 9, 1672. In 1613, his grandfather, the 16-year-old Michael Romanov, had been offered the bankrupt, moth-eaten throne of the Tsars after over a decade of chaos and civil war, known as the Time of Troubles, during which there had been no...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?